defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent,
there he goes right side. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
without a doubt, that's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Point after here coming up. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Smith now to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Pass complete there to Nacua. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Here's 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Geno. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. A give left side to Robinson. To about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Tennessee offense set to go again as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pickens on the slant. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Lawrence. Finding Pickens for another catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd and 6. It's a throw again is Lawrence. He'll dump this one off here to White. So he stopped for no gain. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 3rd down, a field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right,
so
Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody.
As we send
We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium. Houston on the road, taking on Baltimore. And it's the Texans who've got the lead in the second quarter. Travis Etienne with a touchdown run. From there, we'll stay in the AFC North as we head to the Confluence to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And that one's gone to halftime with the visiting 49ers out in front. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. The Colts still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
They stay on the ground with White. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He finds Pickens over the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
On the return, Tremont Smith. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
33 yards that time.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Smith. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Titans' 46-yard line.
Throwing now is Geno. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Smith. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Smith. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get him back within 1 score.
It certainly does because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Pettis now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
For Keenan Allen, that's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ahmad Gardner got downhill quickly and stuck him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Drew Sanders. That is one that he will remember. His 1st career sack in his 1st career game in the National Football League.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his 1st NFL sack. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Bass is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield. You make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Here's Lawrence. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 11, a minute 44 to go. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down.
Smith. Going to get this to Cohen.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Here comes second down at 5. Smith to throw. Swings this out here for Cohen.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Finding Allen.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Personal foul. Face back. Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Smith's going to throw it.
Forced out to his left.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now Smith.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
They snap it to Smith. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Personal foul. Face back. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Here's Smith.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Titans, hey, you get away.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game...
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out.
Leading them out, a first-round pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, former Clemson Tiger, Deshaun Watson.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Faking the give. Now Watson.
Across midfield.
And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Titans, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Eckler.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Jack Campbell brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So now the Titans get their first shot on offense.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field. It can take off and run when under duress.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And they get him down below before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9. Lawrence. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
That is caught.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here in the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
The Titans at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Now Lawrence to throw. Right side, it's Manhurts, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. It's a throw again is Lawrence.
And a dump off to White. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence.
Got a man. It's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Puka Nacua with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a Tennessee score.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing again is Watson. And this will be incomplete.
You talk about this Titan defense.
They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any champions.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And here's Matt Araiza now. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On 2nd down, Lawrence
into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. $10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Nolan Smith in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, it's Watson. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Eckler now between the tackles. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Ball past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Now 2nd and 5. Lawrence will throw. A short one there, caught by Likely. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Going right side is White. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Moving offense.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a 2nd here.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now back to the ground game with White. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. Complete to Likely. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now a first down throw, Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 3rd down and 13. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes Pettis on the return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin with a look at the AFC South. Houston at home taking on Indianapolis. And it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. Isaiah Pacheco with a touchdown run. From there, we head over to Atlanta to check out the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Kadarius Toney, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Zay Flowers, a touchdown reception. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This now a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On the give, it's White. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, Watson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return is Pettis. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
On second down, here's Lawrence.
And this one's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here are the Chargers to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Watson's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Watson on 1st down. He completes this to Sutton. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Eckler, they run left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger 1st.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now Watson.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw, Watson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
Eckler trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler,
his 1st touchdown of the new season.
And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now a give to White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Lawrence. Pass incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that lead is back down to 9 now. The distance was never the question there, but he gets a friendly bounce to carom that thing through the uprights.
Yeah, and when you're trying to hit from 50-plus, you got to expect the ball's going to slide one way or the other. So he's pretty fortunate there that he's able to bank this one in.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 83 yards on the ground for Eckler here, and that's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, Eckler. And bulldozing his way through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Running on first down, Eckler. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Dexter Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On is the Chargers punter now as he's on to kick it away.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now Lawrence down around his goal line. Pass complete there to Nacua.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
This a 2nd and 8.
At the 5-yard line.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
They go play action now. Lawrence
over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
On 1st down, Lawrence.
And he rifles one incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43.
Lawrence.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw pulled in by Marshall.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick-6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. So now the Chargers are going to bring the offense back out to go for 2 here. After the interception, here's Watson. And it's incomplete, but a penalty flag is out. And this looks like pass interference. Let's see.
Defense.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Lawrence will try again after the pick 6. Here's White. They set up the screen.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here's Lawrence.
That'll be caught by Rice. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He was defended by Frankie Luvu.
Again, it's Lawrence. Going to be taken in here by Nacua.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down.
On play action, Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Pickens.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
It's a throw again as Lawrence finding Pickens for another catch.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And quickly they get to the line.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Play action. It's Lawrence.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Rachaad White. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now a timeout called for by the defense. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. That is caught. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Los Angeles...